because of a song. But anyway, local recording. It's on, it's happening. Bada bing, bada boom. You want to cut your mouth, tried to cure it with Captain Crunch cereal. Hospitalised in diabetes. It probably was unrelated. Could happen to anyone. Get out of the way. Okay, so his try, and she's like, "Oh, I've been long bothered by why Carlos tried so friggin' hard to change the world." And his dad's just like, yeah, sure. And she's basically just gone, "I think it was pretty much he just wanted to destroy, like, Chrono's controlling of it, like, pretty much." And the guy's like, "I remember when my son graduated from college. I told him about how we ruled Chrono as the king thing and how we regulate human evolution, and he told me to fuck off, and said that until the day he was going to ascend to the throne, he was going to do things his own way, which mostly meant ruining everything that Chrono ever wanted to do. And that was all in preparation to fight Chrono. Like making the robot and doing all the thing, getting the sphere set and grow up, all that jazz." And Trier there at the bottom mentions Elgin Roddick on the second line. She's like, that's why Elgin Roddick must have given him the sphere of the swaying scales. And then Carlos says, "What are you going to do next?" She doesn't answer. And then he says that his influence as the king of Chrono is pretty much over, like, it ain't happening. And he says, well, I guess just Chrono losing relevance in this world all over. And he says that it's not going to do her any good to have like ferreted him out, because it's pretty much all over. She's like, "Yeah, I know." She says, "But there is good that I can be doing." And she's not in the business of seeing Carlos Jr.'s last wishes carried out or anything. She's not going to, like, fuck up his dad or whatever. But her own goals are leading towards the same destination that he was after, i.e. a nice place to live for humanity. Old Carlos Axion Sr. here at the top then mentions that if the contents of Laplace's box are made public, then so will the Chrono Dogma, and if everybody finds that out, it'll be real shitty. And she's like, "It ain't gonna stop me, it ain't gonna stop Z Blue, or even mankind." And then he says, "Don't be too sure." And she's like, "Don't threaten me." Clank, clank, clank. Over comes AG. Huge garbage bin that he is, and he's like, "Howdy, Trier, everybody's ready." And he says, "What about him?" And he says, "Oh, he refused the invitation to come with me. He wants to make it to space under his own power." And she's like, "Fine by me." And as she leaves, she tells the old emperor to enjoy his new clothes in whatever corner of the world he chooses to live out the end of his days with. And she says that, and then he's like, "Wow, being left behind by history is probably a better fate than I deserve." "Howdy, Agna, how you doing?" "Watching Super Mario plays the dream, living the dream." Oh, and here's Gwyn, and Gwyn is like, "You're the one who told Trier that I was king, right?" And he's like, "Yep." But no, he's like, "Nope, I didn't tell her that you were king, just that you were here. And because I'm like working against the Gaia Kingdom, I mean," she was like, "I need to find I need to find the dude." And I'm like, "Alright, find him." There he is. He's like, "Oh, thanks. You didn't." He's very technical. He's big on technicalities. But his treason probably like deserves some sort of punishment. And Carlos Axion Sr. here is like, "I'm too old to punish you for this. It's over." And it's possible that he actually wished for this dethroning ever since his son died. And when he brought Gwyn into the deal, like that was just a bid to cash in on his youth. And then Gwyn is like, "I ain't so good. I'm pretty shitty at everything, and the progress I've made in life is mostly at the expense of everyone I used along the way." And then he good to come of it is credit to those who invested their belief in him. And then Carlos asks him, does he believe there's any hope beyond the future of despair written in the final chapter of Metropolis, which is the highlighted word there, Metropolis. And it's like the book with the robot lady. And he says, nah, I just believe in Laura. Like, he's still calling Lauren Laura. He goes, I believe in Laura and all of my friends in Z-Blue. And their chances of victory are somewhere between 0 and guaranteed. But anyway, Carlos actually says time, like human progress has been frozen ever since man set foot upon the moon, and it's about to resume its motion. And now we go back over to these fucking clowns. So the colony laser is all ready, and it's only awaiting clearance to fire. Ronan, the way he's put it together is that Z-Blue has beaten the Ozeon, the laser defeats Z-Blue, laser destroys the Laplace box and Cyan Vist. The truth within Laplace's box stays unpublicised, Earth's humanity stays protected, Chrono's dogma stays, bada bing bada boom, perfect, win 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 win. And then Martha says, humanity stays safe. And he's like, well, okay, not all of them, just the chosen ones, but you know. And Martha then says that it's the inverse of Cardius Vist's favourite phrase, that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And then she says that it's the times are what driving Chrono to such measures. If the whole world wasn't so messed up, we wouldn't have to bother. And then Rona's authorised he's like, I authorise the colony laser to strike Megarania. And then Albert comes in and he's like, hey, okay, hey, ho, shoot, hey, He's like, Albert, we did the thing, we've already launched it. And then Albert flips his shit and he's like, supposed to be a woman, you've resorted to the most masculine of tactics, which is making people obey by brute force. And she's just like, whatever, fuck you. And then Ronan is like, Alberto-kun, please calm down. He's like, and you can shut up because your son's there and you're about to fucking shoot with a colony laser. He's still hanging out with Z-Blue, you fucking idiot. He's there right now. And then Ronan's like, shit, I didn't know that. It was fine when I was just killing hundreds of people, but now that I know one of them and care about one of them, it's wrong. But yeah, he just signed his son's death warrant on that one. And here we are, scenario 46, a future worth protecting. And yeah, we'll use bright. Use all the guns. And now this is the stage where Noriko completes the first half of it solo, including defeating the boss. But it's like, okay, they're going to open the Laplace's box and do the thing, and Chrono are probably going to, yeah, so Minerva's going to do it. And all the people are like, yeah, Chrono are probably going to throw whatever they got left at Megarania to stop the broadcast, and it's going to be our job to keep any interlopers away. And then, yeah, and then they mention how Chrono's running a bit short on people, so they're probably going to go to the Guy Kingdom. And Alpha says, that means Suzune, I mean, Umbriel's going to show up, right? And it's like, yep, she was telling the truth, then this will be the final battle between her and Hibiki. And it's not going to end with just shooting down her mech, unfortunately. So Hibiki has to save Suzune from within Umbriel. If he can. It's alright, because this is where Suzune did the thing that Hibiki then instantly forgets about, and it makes me laugh. And anyway, the Gaia Kingdom itself seems to want to avoid publicising the box's contents. And like, that's weird, right? Because surely, like, they'd be really worried. Like, they'd be like, oh, if it messes up the government, who cares? because we're going to be the new government. But they're obviously more worried about whatever the deep dark secret is. Ridley refuses to actually say what it is, and he's like, it's not for me to say. And then Tierra says it was also in Vader's, it's Vader's innermost secret, and it was behind the level 8 protocols, and it must be pretty big and dimension spanning. And Ridley's like, I just hope that mankind can handle the truth, and that resisting Chrono serves me well. I mean, he worked for him for a bit, but it's like his dad works for him, he worked for him, but his granddad didn't. His granddad tried to stop it and got murdered, so that's what he's going on. And Merida's alive, and Merida's like, I'm glad this time I didn't murder her. That I only made everyone think I had murdered Zinnerans a little bit. Okay, yeah, so here's the nerds. So Umbriel's like, wow, you guys held off Neo Zeon and beat up Barbiel all in one fight. Pretty hot shit. But then she says that Barbiel's hatred is now stronger than ever, and if she's going to keep any bragging rights, she's got to get the Dominion back here and now. It's like, dang it. Dang it! So we're gonna do the celestial being thing, and celestial being, he's like, Gabriel, let's go. You're not getting Dominion. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna keep Suzerain. It's gonna be fine. Gonna get her back. And then celestial being's gonna broadcast everywhere all of its trash. Now we sing. Try again! Okay, and hop. Yeah, so that gets Naruk up to 30 above the cap, which ain't bad. Okay, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Rand can deal with a 10k. Scrub man from hell. But let's find out. Let's find out. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, she's more likely to do it on the assist than he is. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it's fine. See, does anyone have a really shitty move they could use? He could do that, but I think Char would just kill him because Char's really fucking good. That's fine. And if you let me down, I'm loading the quick save, just so you know. There's the Hammer Spanner. I made my Singapore PSN account. Get ready for $1. I'm gonna buy it digitally because there's no English version of the edition. Oh, he did fuck it. He did fuck it. I can't believe he let me down like that. Dang it, Rand. I'm trying to think who I had with Noriko on the other route then. Maybe it was Jericho? But anyway, someone... I mean, like, she could go here and then work her way back up. Yeah, I guess we'll do... Okay, yeah, we'll do that then. Let's funnel with Kess. And then she's gonna probably kill him. Oh yeah, wow, look at that! Kess just fucking murdered them. Did what Rand couldn't. What a sack of shit. There you go, Kess. This means... you gotta old shoot after you did the friggin' movement thing. Okay, then there's these guys, which are even tougher. Can Rand deal though? Probably not, actually. I think he'll be able to deal with it if he does the attack. And Noriko just kills it on regular style. So we'll go like here. She's nowhere near the miracle. Show you the 2 strength Gunbuster, which is mostly having 2 little axes instead of 1. Now that Kazumi's here. Yeah, Noriko does alright. Yeah, 26k. Their assist attack, pretty good. I mean, what more do you need? Right, Gong, let's go, darling. And there's been some scans in Famitsu of the first few stages of Moon Dwellers. The Earth route is Toyu in the Grand Teague and the twins in the other new one. And somebody else. But it's like, it's the new guys and one other person. And the space route is Calvina, and then all of SRX team. Active. Double MTD these clowns. He's not in armor mode, interesting. Gonna prop the thing in. Chien. And hopefully, there's the miracle. Hopefully, good. She leveled up and got refill. So these guys can do it. Howdy Freighter 5, how you doing? And that means we'll unlock the last thing in the Sea Trader too. Oh yeah, just the 55k soul. Don't worry about it. Biosensor, very nice. Psycho Frame, very nice. Now I want to leave one here, so when Noriko's done down here, they can come up, kill that guy. Swap him again. And she's got 3 more, and she's out of juice. Let's not regard that then. Oh no, she's still got 1 more. To the Z trader bits then. Don't fuck it up, Rand. I mean, doesn't matter if he does at this point, because they got the old zeal on. Stole 2 of Noriko's kills. It's super bullshit. And the SR point is within 3 turns defeat all. Within 3 turns, defeat all enemies, saving Jiminy for last. And I mean, we're on like the second characters. Like, yeah. Okay. So now we scale the extra 10% damage. What's she actually on? 150. Okay. Yeah. We will DMJ then. Zone. It's a zone. It's a DMJ. And then who's got the other one? Meikono. I wish you could set them to be what ones you wanted them to be all the time. Like, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Crow, asking him about money. Okay, and she can't go below 100 apparently, which I mean is fine, but you know. Double money. XP. Brave. And this should be the boss. Got me on full power. We didn't do some people against full frontal, but Nono's got a really good one. She says, we'll put a stop to your plans right here and now, because... And Full Frontal just cuts her off. He's like, I have no time to indulge in your nonsense. She's like, hey, hold on, don't you want to hear what's next? He's like, I've grown weary of your group's usual overly positive delusions. She goes, well, I'll say it anyway. It's because we still believe in our future, in hope, and in our victory. Full Frontal says to Noriko that the Neo Zone's got enough power to stand even against your unit. She tells him not to underestimate the Gunbuster, and its strength comes from not from raw power, but from all the wishes that it bears. And he says that he's a vessel. He's like, I'm a vessel for all the wishes of mankind. Their power is also within my grasp. And Noriko just says, your vessel's filled with hot air, and we're breaking it to pieces. And then we put an end to all this. Simon yells at him and tells him that he's not going to listen. And then Full Frontal's like, well, you're not going to listen to me. Jericho does the thing where he tells Full Frontal that no one's going to tell him what to do. And okay, and then if we had Hibiki attack Umbriel now, she's like, what, no more, I'll be taking Miss Suzune back like usual? Given up? Looks like the man who transcended hope and despair knows when he's been beaten. And then Hibiki's like, I haven't given up! I just gotta beat you first before I do anything else weird. So Noriko got all but 3 kills that Rand had to get, and the 2 kills that Quess got, because Quess was too strong. You haven't beaten me, it's useless. And I think we just got the Cheryl disc. Yeah, we just got another Cheryl disc, so Suzune's been listening to Cheryl Nome in there. Okay, so we bopped her up. Nice. You got the SR point, right? But anyway, the infrared broadcast system's all set up, Chief, let's go. And it's so, like, basic that Sidrill can't stop us. You gotta cut the music, freaking jeez. This guy wouldn't chill out. But anyway, here's Minerva addressing, she introduces herself as being of the bloodline of the Zeon Kingdom of the UCW, but says that's got nothing to do with today's story. She says she's learned of a secret that reaches far beyond the government of the UCW, and she means to reveal it as a citizen of this world, speaking to many. She says the Universal Century began with mankind's first steps to making a life for itself among the stars, and was canonized in the Universal Century Charter. This document is the cornerstone of the Federation government and the basis of its authority. In turn, the UCW's Federation government is a core element of this world's current Earth Federation, and its charter is presumably known to all. But the charter everyone knows is a forgery, and the original has lain hidden for many years, and she would now like to reveal the original. Which she says there's the first one on the second line. Forgery. So here's Suzune's like, well, I may have lost, but so have you. Like, what the hell are you talking about? It says, I can't feel Suzume within me anymore. Yeah, there's the SR point. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is where. Yeah, this is where she says she can't feel Suzume inside her anymore, and Hibiko's like, no. She says, and that's not all. But we don't get to find out what the null is just yet. Anyway, MNeidengard shows everybody the real Charter Stone and its final article talking about the new type thing. And it was chiseled into the rock 40 years before Z3.2 articulated the new type theory. And this part of the charter, buried along with the victims of the Laplace incident, was a prayer to the far-flung future. But when coupled with the idea of new types, also became a curse. Yeah, it's the 40 years in Z3.2 new type. And she said, imagine the uproar among the independent-seeking space-noids at the time had this become known. And she needn't recount how a certain organisation has been keeping both the Earth and space in a sort of stasis. But via the prayer behind her, it seemed that the war accompanying man's ventures into space could have been averted. And then she says she wants to leave it to everyone listening to judge whether this deal concerns just one of many parallel Earths whose contributions to the current one may already be a historical footnote, but the numerous lives lost in an unnecessary war compel her to speak the truth anyway, and she invites the people of the world to reason together with her about how the world should proceed from here. And she declares that this is not the whole truth, nor does she know what will happen next, in what everyone who's alive will bequeath to their children, that is, the future. And she says how she wants good intent and hope to run free into the next era, just as this era's forefathers had intended and hoped. And let them who hear believe in the God who slumbers within them, the God named Possibility, which is a thing she stole from Banaji. Not that she's doing it. Anyway, God named Possibility. Ooh, nailed it. Did it, MNeidengard. Put on your Space Hitler uniform. And then... shit. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Every other time we've played this game, I've had this thing ready. I've had this thing ready to go. And then the one time I need it. Oh no! They've cheated! They've doomed me! Oh shit! I got it here somewhere, I'm sure. Shit. Anyway, it's the new type dingaling. Let's deal with it now, manually. But all the new types get a real bad feeling about this. What are you freaking doing? Get out of me. And they sense a malicious light coming their way. And then Umbriel reveals the deal. He's like, oh wow, you new types can feel that. It's like, what is it? It's like, colony laser. Oh shit, like what? Nanny heck? He's like, Chrono are prepared to blow everything up. They want to get rid of the Laplace's box, Scientist, and the colony too. They don't care, they'll blow it all. And she's prepared to die along with us. But Bernardi's got other ideas. And Otto's like, what the hell are you going to do, Bernard? He's like, I'm going to spread the psycho field to protect the whole of Megarania. He's like, you've blocked the whole colony. He's like, I'll do it. And then he yells out to Audrey to get somewhere safe. And she says that she's going to stay right where she is. And the end of it, it's like, what he says, the end of her speech is but a new beginning. And one that she has an obligation to see through. And then, doing a little smile here, she says she knows that he's confident. And tells him to come back to her when he's through. And she'll won't have any of him going back on his promises. And I was like, dang, Banaji probably can't do that himself. A bit much. But Riddy's going to go over and do it too. Because, I mean, the Banshee's got a psycho field as well, right? And he says that the contents of Laplace's box aren't just Banaji's problem. They're the concern of all mankind. And then, here we go, we all line up. Camille says that the thing with the old Psycho Frame new type unicorn thing is that the more will they can concentrate, the stronger they get. And we got like at least 3 things with the Psycho Frame and a whole lot of super impenetrable force fields. So we get into this defensive formation. Lauren's like, yep, the white doll's gonna stop that goddamn beam. Charles like, yep, we'll stop the field. And Shirai's like, what better image could there be of Gundams leading the people to a new era, with the belief of hope in the forefront, than this? And we're like, wow, we're doing it. Let's make it happen. Gundam, it's real. Really says that nobody, not even his father, could have known whether the glimmer of hope he saw back then would be a possibility or curse. But what is clear that he and Banaji were blessed at birth. And much as his father before him really never managed to get off his chest when doing so could have averted a lot of tragedy, but better late than never. And then Hibiki's like, right, I'm real, let's go. And drags her over. He's like, the heck are you doing, Hibiki? He's like, I'm getting you here to save you. It's like, wait, what? He's like, I'm gonna save you, Suzune. And he's like, I don't believe for a second that Suzune's really gone. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna let you misuse Suzune's body while she's not around. I ain't letting you die. And she's like, you stupid boy. She calls us all the fools for not running away while we have the chance. But then Rand gives a thumbs up and he's like, running away never sold anything, right? Running away means never moving ahead. And inside this colony is the proof of hope from a prior age, and the plan is to keep that hope alive until the next age arrives. Howdy guys, how are you doing? I'm doing alright, it's a bit toasty though. But Chien filled everything, getting it all gone. Let's go. Let's show them the unicorn. Big old colony laser fires. Banaji gives it the old. Really get filled maximum. I was like, Lambda driver, act, Sergeant. You're always like, activate the Lambda driver with full strength, you idiot. Inertial canter at full. Let's got it right. Show my strength. And Umbriel's like, ugh. And I'm like, what's that, Umbriel? You think we're not gonna do it? He's like, ugh, idiot. And she's like, well, the fact that you're valuing your life and think that you're a little bit worried that you're gonna die means you're worth saving after all. And he says that everyone wants to live, both her and Suzune included. And Hibiki says he's gonna save them both. And he says that Umbriel and Suzune can duke it out for who's the real one later. But let's have no more of Umbriel's deal that Suzune's already gone, because lies don't work in the psycho field. And then he yells out to Suzune, he's like, come back to me, I need you! And then this would be where Merida comes in and talks shit, but he's alive, so that doesn't matter. She's just gonna fucking Hulk to him. Really. She's like, you can do it, Banaji. And when she's a ghost, she's like, I can see beyond time. But what she's gonna say now, she's like, probably much the same thing. But she says that we stand at a doorway, and the time may come when we step through it, and the road leads towards the end of the rainbow. And Banaji becomes like a big glowing light ghost. And he sees a little ghost of his dad, and it's encouraging little younger Banaji to head forth into the future. And then there's little Minerva, who's like, Banaji, I want to go with you. And then it's like little Minerva and little Banaji going, Audrey, Banaji, let's go. And it's weird, it's really weird. It's fucked up, and they're all children. But we did it. Megarania's fine. Z-Blue's fine. Nice work, everybody. But Banaji's fucking dead. We did it, Banaji. We stopped the Plus's box, but he's out cold. He's dead. He did it. And Amara's like, no! Did he burn out his own personality to channel the thoughts of so many? Is this what the complete new type looks like? Yeah, is this the complete new type?
誰もそんな結果は求めちゃいない。可能性があればそれでいいんだ。
And then he said, "There's so much for me and Banaji to do together in this world. He's gotta come back."
俺もお前もまだこの世界でやることがたくさんあるはずだろう。必ず連れ戻してやる。
In this world, right? They gotta fix it. Not gonna voice the yell where he's like, "Come on back, Banaji." And then Hero's like, "Setsuna." He's like, "I got it, Hero. Don't worry. I'll bring Banaji back." So he starts doing his GM particle nonsense. He's like, "It's wizardry. It can do whatever it wants. Don't worry." And everyone's like, "Dang it, Banaji. Come on back." Riddy's like, "So what the hell? Minerva needs you, buddy. If you don't come back, I'm gonna steal Audrey from you." And then Banaji just goes, "Audrey." There you go, Audrey. And Minerva's like, "Wow, he did it. Banaji's back." And everyone's glad that he's back, except for anyone who's cold. All's well that ends well. And what about Brielle? Oh, she's just unconscious, don't worry about it. And well, there's no enemies around, so time to figure out what's going on. Uh-oh! There's a... Vader's broadcasting something! Wait, what the heck? So this is the truth at the bottom of the Laplace's box? Or maybe this is what Chrono didn't like and we're going to reveal their secret. So I am Vist. And Simon's like, "No, it ain't gonna be me." And it is of course Elgin Roddick. Boing! There he is. So here's Elgin Roddick and he's like, "Howdy folks, I'm Elgin Roddick from the ADW. And this is a pre-recorded message, recorded and going to be broadcast by my friends to the multi-dimensional universe once certain conditions have been met. And I'm going to reveal the truth of the Laplace box set what he believes the perfect stage." And he tells everyone of the chrono organizations that span various parallel worlds that comprise the multi-dimensional universe. They manipulated all of the world's histories under governing evolution, and they culminated in the creation of the space colonists known as Space Noids, which he said there. And he says, "And why did they do this? He says, because Chrono fears evolution. Despite research in many worlds on the next stage of humanity, including new types, innovators, seeds, and all the rest of it, Chrono intended to avert mankind marching as a whole into the future, and the history of Chrono is one and the same with mankind's venture into space. Initiated in each world where mankind first reaches the moon and discovers a certain object there. And that object is a message directed to Earthlings from parties unknown, which reads, 'Mankind is a species permitted to evolve.' From that moment, Earthlings come under the sway of a foreign intellect that controls history, the planet, and the very existence of mankind itself." He says, "Don't get me wrong, let's be clear. Mankind has been domesticated. And the intelligence of which he speaks always makes a demonstration before leading the minds of the nations who learn of the message, a show of force from the Warden, accompanied by the offer to guarantee mankind's continued survival in return for absolute liberty. The Warden's agent then becomes that world Chrono. All timelines then proceed as the Warden decrees, with Chrono using any and all means to carry out their orders. Insofar as mankind must expand into the stars, its burgeoning population is to survive at all, whereas ultimate gambit is to limit the colonists' lives, channeling them into a form least suited to their new environment, the very same environment that ought to encourage human evolution. A splinter group of Chrono sought to publicise this treachery to the world via the establishment of the Universal Century Charter, with results that may now have been made crystal clear. Ricard Marcinus is not the only victim of Chrono's assassins. Dion Zumdaken, Hero UE, basically every victim of the 1 year war, and yet despite all that Chrono has done, nothing can stop the dam of evolution from bursting. The new types in there are kind of superficial flowering of human progress, and the inevitable reckoning will not be with Chrono, but rather their masters. Side reel. Let's get side reel, and he says he's a product of what he says is a bygone age, and he doesn't presume to tell this age's residents what they should do with this information he's given them. But He just wishes to inform everybody that we're faced with a primordial calamity and a choice. Live as a guard dog does, fed at its master's pleasure, to live and die for his convenience, or to live in a future of endless possibility. And the choice is theirs. And it was for him to tell the truth, but it's for everybody else to build their future atop it. And then we're like, wow, so Cyril have been involved in everything we've ever been involved, like, been through for hundreds of years. So, like, even the Zabi house were puppets, and all that conflict between Natural and Coordinators, the Innovators, everything, all of it was staged by Cyril and their lackeys. And if Cyril can do all that, then can anyone hope to beat them? And then there's that whole primordial menace posed by the Black Angelois and the Metal ELS fellas. And this is the moment of crisis, where possibility seems foreclosed, and it's just as full frontal forecast. But one thing is crystal clear: if mankind is to continue, it must confront both Sidereals and the Menace, and that is the future of despair. And Thierry here mentions Julia Schoenberg, and says that he helped orchestrate the advent of the Innovators to withstand that trial, and Elgin Roddick formed Zexis for the same reason. And Siam Vista was briefed on the parallel worlds and the future of despair when Elgin Roddick paid him a little visit. And he says the sight of the lonely smile on the face of the angel he saw amidst the flames confirmed beyond any doubt the existence of the Wardens. And he, like Julia Schoenberg, believed that one day, a day would come that someone strong enough to topple the Wardens would arrive, and his wishes come true, because that's us, should we choose to do it. And then Advent's here, and he's like, "Howdy, folks! It's me, with my good friend Asakim." And then he says, Rudy Marstonus. This was the knowledge that drove him to the depths of despair and made him do all the things he did. It's like, what? He's like, yeah, I found this out and it's a bit loopy. And it's like, so what the hell do you want now then, Advent, huh? And he says, well then, let's get the Siderial reactors onto the scene, shall we? Siderial reactors, oh. And they've also brought Australis with them. And then Advent says, oh well, with Emperor Australis here too, that makes, by my count, 12 spheres together? Like, wait, what? 12? Yeah, that's right, Australis, the reactor for the Rising Archer. And the other Sidereal people fucking hate Advent a lot. Like, they're like, this dude. Ugh. But Barbiel and everybody would be quite happy to destroy Advent and Asakim before Z-Blue even get the chance if he keeps this chatting up. And then Umbriel wakes up and is like, whew, at least there's one thing that me and the Sidereals agree with. Suzune! Advent then says, so, are you Umbriel or Suzune? And she says that no lady should have to endure such indelicate questions. And then Advent lists off the Messianic Warrior, the Traveller to the Great Ultimate, the Guardian of the Law, the Watchman of Karma, the Accursed Wanderer. Will they too turn the sword against him? It's like, what a shame. And then he says, begone, Umbriel, to the ends of Karma. And then he gives her the old zap 'em. And with total silence, Vicky gives it the old Suzune-sensei! And she just sputters out, sorry, Hibiki, and then blows up and she's dead. And Advent's like, well, that's that then. No need for 2 reactors for the quarrelling twins, after all. And Hibiki screams a lot. Then some bullshit happens. And Hibiki sees a vision of the false black sheep, the greedy golden bull, the taciturn,